Welcome back to Yellow Avenger. What are we actually doing today? What's on our to-do list? I don't remember. I think we need to beat Gary apparently. I think we asked Patrick. There we go. So we need to see Patrick next. That's I think the only thing I have to do right now. Explicitly. Because we just finished another day. In the form of... Hi Gary. No, not yet. So just defeated the really big shrimp. It's a really short looking chair. How's that chair supposed to work? I guess you put your feet inside the inner tube? I've never been concerned about that. And the inner tube looks more like a footrest to me. Yeah, of course all the enemies are going to be different now. Oh well. Can we go on Squitters? Oh, we teleported the Squitters upstairs when we beat the boss, didn't we? So I guess we have no reason to come back here. Obviously we can't go to Patrick's house in this game, but for all the places we can go in this game, why can't we go into Patrick's place? You can go to Mr. Krabs' house. Stop that. And is that actually him wearing Spongebob underwear or not? Or pants or shorts or whatever? They're at least very Spongebob colored, aren't they? Can't quite tell if it's actually Spongebob's face or not. I can't tell. It's like you'd ever be able to tell just from the game normally, without having a higher resolution. Also, was it better in the residential district somewhere? Which is where I am now, I thought. Yeah. He's somewhere here. But everything will have moved, so we don't know where. We're not getting placement. Oh, shut up, game. Hopefully there'll be more jellyfish to find. The game, I would not be surprised if the game just made fewer and fewer jellyfish appear as time progressed. Nothing over here yet. I suspect that at some point there's just gonna randomly be something. There's no reason for that path to be there if there's nothing to actually do there. So I imagine that at some point we're just gonna suddenly see some platform that lets us go up there without any actual explanation for its appearance, like we have with some other platforms, like the awnings off to the right of the restaurant district. Which the game could have used any other device to say that we couldn't progress there yet. For instance, not giving us the abilities to progress to that part yet, that it had. Instead it just made the platforms not be there. Without explanation. Okay, anyways. Patrick's not this way, so I'll have to go the other way. And see if... I guess it has to be somewhere. See if anything has changed other than that, though. Of course, at the same time, I want to do what we did last time and just kind of make the rounds around the entire game world again. In fact, it might even be a good idea to go to some of the further corners of the world, like... Jeez. Some of the further corners of the world, like Rock Bottom. Oh my god. Jellyfish! I'm getting used to the input lag now, and it's getting to the point where I think I would have a hard time with the timing on this jellyfish game again if I actually didn't have the input lag. Whoa, that was bad. Look at that now, actually. Alright. I do appreciate there's kind of an implied scene here. Telling you what happened with this wreck here. Anyways, yay, more jelly. It's precisely what I want, so I don't have to worry as much about randomly respawning everywhere. Depending on which area I last went in or didn't go in. I actually quite recently got a comment, I guess up here? I actually quite recently got a comment. Whoa, what? I pressed circle and it did whatever that was. I actually quite recently got a comment on one of my videos. I think it was Nicktoons Unite. Or at least one of the Nicktoons games. Why do I need to use this twice? There's somebody actually complaining about the very thing I was complaining about in this game, with the issue of not really having any reason to not take damage or die, because rather not having any reason to not die and try to heal and things like that, because usually you could just respawn right next to where you were, so it was actually faster just to die to get your health back. Thanks. Although, I don't know if it was Nicktoons Unite specifically, because Nicktoons Unite you actually had a life counter. So I'm not totally certain. I also have no idea if I've been over here before. Look up platforms. There's another power-up pad up top that I can see through the bottom of. What's over here to the left, out of curiosity? Have I been to this area before? I don't know if this was accessible before. Oh, I think I have been over here because I've seen this right here. Jellyfish everywhere, I love it. How many jellyfishes have we harvested? I don't know what other word to use. It's just the word that the game gives me because it's in the corner of the screen. Right there. And I'm doing the little mini game. I almost wish I had a count for that. What proportion of the jellyfish population will we have harvested by this time? Okay. Mr. Krabs managed to harvest basically the entire population at one point. Let's see how we could do the same. We can really use that jelly factory if it is right now, actually. Oh, come on now. Your circuit collisions. Guess we have another instance of, yeah, water ball over here. This feels vaguely familiar, this area. I don't remember what it was. If we haven't already seen it, whatever, I get more height off of it, so whatever. I think I get more height off of that than I do from a normal double jump. So it's actually kind of useful to get damage from things for damage boosting purposes, if you can control it. I'm remembering this game as not being the best. For instance, I don't think I'd actually... I think I remember doing that exact thing earlier, though. Taking damage in that exact way, so I think I have been here. But I also thought, for instance, that the Needle had made really some appearance in this game earlier, and I'm pretty certain that's not the case. So I may be wrong. Oh, this was Sandy's place. I could see if there's a reason to be here again. It's just so far out of the way. Since I had to look... Since I pretty much had to go everywhere anyways. Make sure nothing was happening in different parts of the world that I might miss out on. Looking at everything. Behind the bushes. Ooh! Can I interact with the butterfly? I don't remember. I managed to acknowledge its existence, I thought, last time I was here at one point. I might be wrong, though. I appreciate the detail in any case. Wormy evolved. But yeah, this is just what happens when things that I do in this game are weeks apart. Which is just kind of a natural consequence of having to follow a schedule to record these by. Okay, so is this gonna be closed now? Why was there actually power up right there? Because... well, yeah, because that's gonna be closed now. Ugh. Just like what happened last time. Alright. Do you not think the enemy placement here is a little excessive? Oh, I actually measured... okay, I got rid of the guy at some point somehow. Didn't think I had. Beautiful. Now then... off to the other side, where we'll actually see something new, presumably. curiosity, can I get over this some way doing this? It's invisible. Is there seriously an invisible wall? Or it might be the bottom of the platform above me, I guess. Alright. Everything's a long way. This game definitely gives you stuff to do for your money. Come on, I can't get up here. There we go. The time to money ratio of this game is, in a certain capacity, kind of on the good side, I guess. In the sense that it just makes you spend a lot more time doing everything than it needs to. So the time to content ratio is not ideal, but time to money spent is another matter entirely. Anyways. That green thing. Power panel, that is. You just decided to ignore that first one for some reason. Do I have more jelly? Only just. Oh, is there still gonna be another jellyfish over here? Someone saying straight up? Yes, beautiful. Come to me. Must be annoying allowing to... I say that like I'm not experiencing it right now. For other players, I guess. But it is kind of annoying having to relearn what enemies are everywhere and what jellyfish are in each place and things like that each time you... Oh. Don't you touch me. Each time you beat a boss in this game. I guess it's just put me way up above where I was. As a guess. Flag. That means something, I suppose. Oh, well, there's Patrick. How do you even get over here, Patrick? See, I'm a lot more curious about how you got here than how I got here. Hey, Pat. What's up? You, apparently. How'd you get up here? Other than snail food? Well, what's snail food made out of? Why can't you ask literally anyone else? Does anyone else you know have a snail? Squidward had a snail at one point. I guess Patrick also had a snail, at least in the form of a rock. Most other characters that have pets have worms, I feel like. Speaking of which, Mr. Krabs' worm, when I was reading up on the wiki like months ago about random characters, I at one point saw Mr. Krabs' worm was actually a recurring character, which I never even noticed. They have a name whose name I don't in any capacity remember, but little bits of consistency in the show, I guess. Good friends, no? Will that help you remember somehow or something? I have no idea where he is. Are they still at the Krusty Krab? I actually have no idea why they're at the Krusty Krab last chapter, because they never did anything there. Huh, I've never... Some of the dialogue for some of these characters is kind of weird. Like, Spongebob does not end sentences with "hey" like that. That's not his dialect. Anyways. I guess I'll just head on somewhere else and eventually find Rain Man and Barnacle Boy. But I emphasize eventually, because we have everywhere else in the game to go right now too, so... It's not really a priority, it's basically equivalent priority doing everything. Right now. I think that's the reason SpongeBob can actually do that with those jellyfish, that he's wearing gloves. That's why he doesn't get stung. Anyways, bye everyone.